It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Introducing PANADO Pediatric Syrup 5 ml sachets. They're really convenient to pack and easy to use, so you're always prepared for pain and fever, anytime, anywhere.
Welcome back. You are tuned into a Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on S3. It is really a Feel Good Tuesday. Wonderful to be in your company. Now, we spoke about it earlier. They often say that you are what you eat, but we are responsible for what we put in our kids' tummies and mouths, and we need to make sure that it is gentle on their tummies to avoid any pain or fever. And here to delve a little bit more and deeper into this topic, we have our expert, Dr. Dion Quinnigan, general practitioner. Lovely to have you, Doc D.
Nice to be here.
Yeah, welcome, welcome.
Oh.
I'm glad we're talking about this because it is something that I think a lot of parents deal with often,
Yes.
tummy pains.
It's one of the most common things that we see in our general practice. A child will come in with a sore pain. I like to split up into benign and structural. Benign being constipation, diarrhea, sore throats with referral down to the stomach that causes mesenteric adenitis, viral gastritis, and then obviously your structural stuff, which is the more serious stuff, which is appendicitis, volvulus, and that will need a specialist involved. So I think the key point for parents when they bring your child in is to give a good history. How long has he been sick for? Is anyone else sick in the family? Is a bug going around at the school? And is your child still drinking? Is your child still able to eat? And those kind of things.
Look, there's a lot of factors, and I think what's difficult for parents is when it comes to tummy aches. I mean, you've mentioned such a wide variety of common ailments of what it could be. I mean, simple things like stress and anxiety can also play a part.
You're completely right.
When do you act as a parent? How would you know that, okay, well, it is time to really intervene now and get my child to a doctor?
Okay. So often with a tummy pain, there's a fever. And there's obviously abdominal pain. So you start with something simple, like a PANADO syrup. Give them some syrup, see if the temperature responds. You can do that up to 4 times a day, 6 to 8 hours apart. If your child is not drinking, if your child is looking dehydrated, the temperature is not responding, then you need to seek medical help. Also, looking at your child's abdomen. Is it distended? Give it a touch. I mean, you know your child better than anyone else. If you push down on the abdomen and they withdraw and they're unhappy, then that needs medical advice. So looking, does your child relax for 4 to 5 hours, run around, play, and then go down again? That's usually a viral infection. Viruses go up and they come down. So it's just watching your child, knowing your child, and taking a good history.
Yeah, because I mean, something like a stomach ache can be quite confusing because it is something that's in that intestinal tract as well, and you just don't know. So when you see a child and a parent brings a child to you, how do you normally go about it? I mean, how do you treat a child? Because I know for parents at home, an option like paracetamol is gentle on the tummy, which is easily, that can easily resolve a little bit of an issue. Yeah. But if it becomes more serious and they bring it to your practice.
Okay, so the first thing is a history.
Okay.
I chat to the parents. Anyone else sick in the family? Anyone sick at school? Does your child have diarrhea? Does they have constipation? Have they been anxious? Are they vomiting? Is the tummy distended? Have they been able to hold down breakfast? So those all give you key indicators going forward, whether it's a serious condition or not. Also the way they're breathing, their pulse rate. Are their lips dry? Those all give you indication of how sick the child is, and then you respond accordingly.
Yeah. Why is fever normally accompanying a stomach ache or a stomach ailment? Why is that, and not just a normal stomach ache?
Okay, so fever usually implies infection, and the most common causes of stomach pain are viral gastritis. So it's a rotavirus, adenovirus. Those are the viruses that our kids pick up at school. And those are actually the viruses that often are benign and self-limiting in most cases. So giving something like PANADO that brings down the temperature, eases the pain, is obviously a good place to start. I think if the child does not respond to a PANADO in the first 24 hours, seek medical advice.
Okay. Now, we are talking about, you know, giving our children something that's easy on their stomachs.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned PANADO a couple of times as well. Why is this a good option? Why would you say this is like easy, at-home kind of remedy to help sort that's easy on the stomach?
Well, I always like to know that drug's been around for a long time. PANADO's been around for 70 years. It's got a low side effect profile, so that means it doesn't often cause any side effects. I think pretty much a rash is the worst that you're going to get. It is very safe in just about any individual, unless you've got a renal impairment or a liver impairment. And it's the drug of choice also for pregnant mothers and for breastfeeding children. So I think every family in South Africa should actually have a PANADO in it. And if you go on holiday, the first thing you pack is PANADO.
Yeah. Look, as a father of 2 boys, I mean, I know it's been a lifesaver as well.
Yeah.
I just want to quickly pick up on something that you said earlier on about the dehydration issue. And you said we obviously know our children better than anyone else. And dehydration is a really risky factor when it comes to stomach aches, especially if it goes for too long. How would you know, especially for a younger child, how do you check for dehydration?
So, a very important point. Children get dehydrated a lot faster than adults because their body mass and volume is smaller. So just remember, if you and I lose 1 kilogram of water, compare that to a child of 15 kgs. So look at their eyes. Are their eyes sunken? Are their lips dry? Pull up their top. Pinch their skin on their tummy. Is it wrinkly like I say this with caution, an older person's skin? Doesn't bounce back. Those are all good indicators of dehydration. Are they able to go to the toilet? Are they able to urinate? Those are all indicators that they probably are very dehydrated if they're not able to do that.
Very fascinating. Dr. Dion, thank you very much. Valuable insights this morning. Appreciate you coming through.
Thanks very much for having me.
Now, parenthood, we know this, it's never easy, but it can be made manageable when you have the treatment plan with the power to fight pain when you need it most. Now, PANADO, like we've spoken about, the widest pediatric range of flavors and formats for pain and fever relief in South Africa.